Старик пытался предсказать будущее, вглядываясь в рисуемые костром образы.
Зло! О, я вижу зло! Зло, рожденное глубоко под городом, вдали от света дня. Я вижу, оно растет под покровом стальных небес, вынашивая тайный план, набирая сил. Теперь же зло стремится вширь. Его смертоносные щупальца уже над землей и через прогал тянутся прямо сюда.
Я видел это уже сотни раз, но я потакал ему. В конечном счете он был мне как отец. И что это зло здесь забыло?
О, сын, боюсь, ему нужен ты.
И вдруг Джоуи выдал.
Фостер, датчики обнаружили приближающийся источник звука.
То зло, и зло совсем уже близко.
По звуку это был скорее вертолет, а не демон. Но в следующий миг разразился поистине ад.
Беги, Фостер, беги, прячься от зла.
Фостер, помоги. В следующий раз сделай мне тело пошустрее, Фостер.
Это был просто робот. Но все же я любил этого мальца. Затем, так же внезапно, как и началась, стрельба закончилась. На мгновение воцарилась тишина, как только вертолет заглушил моторы, а затем...
Кто здесь главный? Выйти вперед. Живо.
Только глупец бы не подчинился такой огневой мощи.
Я вождь этих людей. Мы мирные. Притащите его сюда.
Слушаюсь, командир Райх.
Мы кое-кого ищем. Того, кому здесь не место. Кто не родился в этой помойке. Кто попал сюда из города ребенком. Мы хотим забрать его домой.
В суматохе мыслей я вспомнил, где видел эту эмблему прежде. Это был день, когда племя нашло меня. День крушения. День, когда погибла моя мама.
Ты не ранен, малыш? Как звать, сынок?
Роберт.
Добро пожаловать в прогал, Роберт. Теперь ты один из нас.
Подлатав меня, старик спокойно объяснил, что невозможно вернуться обратно в город. И я уже знал, что он ничем не сможет помочь маме. Его племя было бедным, но они отнеслись ко мне как к родному. Я научился выживать, охотясь в той пустыне, что они называли прогалом, и роясь в отходах города. По прошествии лет я позабыл о своей городской жизни. Открыл в себе новые таланты.
Ха! Я твой друг. Зови меня Джоуи.
И получил фамилию.
Вот как мы будем звать тебя теперь, когда ты вырос, сынок. По-нашему, Фостер – приемный сын. Я нарекаю тебя Роберт Фостер. Потеряли достаточно времени. Выдай нам беглеца, или перебьем всех до одного. Начиная с тебя, дед.
На сей раз старик оказался прав. Они искали меня.
Нет, сынок, не дай злу завладеть тобой. Беги!
Сканер ДНК подтверждает, что это он, сэр. Зло явилось в прогал, как он и сказал.
Взять его.
Но ведал ли старик, зачем я нужен им? И что будет потом? Но спрашивать его уже было поздно. Выходим из зоны поражения, командир Райх.
Прекрасно, взрывай.
Слишком поздно.
Ах вы убийцы! Успокойте его!
Все, что я мог, это ждать. Точно как на охоте. Точно как учил меня старик. Затаиться и быть начеку. Брезжил рассвет, когда мы прибыли в город.
К главному сектору службы безопасности.
Рассвет, который моим соплеменникам увидеть уже не суждено. Теперь они были лишь пометкой в отчетах Райха. Есть, сэр, перехожу на автоматическую посадку. Но кто же я? Почему? Сэр, система управления, она взбесилась. Мы сейчас разобьемся. Возможно, я найду ответы теперь, если переживу еще одно крушение.
What you want? Looking for a saboteur from the Gap. He crashed a chopper and escaped. Oh, sounds dangerous to me. Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. We cut the power to the elevator, and the crash has blocked the walkway. What if he comes in here? You'll be fine. We posted guards. And Reich wants to hunt him down personally.
Okay, this guy must be important.
Yeah, we got orders direct from Link. Take him alive before he does any more damage.
Best of luck to you.
These guys are out to get me, but why? They already destroyed my home and my people. Well, Reich, whoever you are, it's retribution time. Gotta be clever. Play them at their own game. First thing is to get Joey running again. Doesn't look as if it's ever used. Who's up there? You won't escape that way! He must have jumped. Fell all the way to ground level. Phew. Lucky escape. Security symbol. That must be their headquarters. Doesn't look as if it's ever used. It's wheezing and banging, like an asthmatic dinosaur in the mating season. A transport droid. Wonder if I could fix it. If Joey was here, he'd know what to do. A discarded coffee machine? Whatever that was, it's beyond repair. An elevator to the floor below. An elevator to...
What do you want?
Weren't you told? Routine inspection.
Nobody told me. I'm too busy to show you round.
Don't worry, I can show myself around. You won't even notice I'm here. Excuse me.
What now?
Who's in charge around here?
Not me. I just work here. Hobbins is the name.
Who's in charge and where can I find him?
It's Lamb you'll be wanting. He's the supervisor.
I see. And who does he work for?
The council, of course.
Where am I?
You're in the Union City recycling plant.
What did security want?
After a saboteur. You seen anything suspicious?
I saw a wrecked helicopter.
Yeah. Seems it blocked the walkway. So we're stuck in this block.
Tell me more about the council.
They govern the city. With the help of Link.
What's that?
The computer they built as their advisor.
What was it like before Link?
Ah, those were the days, son. We didn't have the problems we got now.
So who built the computer?
Search me. Flipping research scientist, probably.
How come your fire exit leads nowhere?
You been up there? It's not safe.
I could see that.
If you break your legs, don't come running to me for sympathy.
What's the best way out of the city?
You'll have to get to ground level first. You're at the top of Erie Tower block.
So how do I get to ground level?
There's an elevator out on the walkway. Of course, you can't reach it right now.
Why not?
'Cause Reich's boys are guarding the exit from the plant.
How come your elevator's not working?
It's activated automatically by the transport robot.
What's wrong with the transport?
It's broken down. Again. It's probably the Doppler charge thingamajig. But I haven't got time to mend it now.
What goes on in here?
It's me workshop. Like it?
It's very impressive. A symbol of dehumanized society. The futile struggle against entropy.
Symbol my bum. Only thing this symbolises is 30 years of hard graft.
What are you making?
It's a special job. A drive shaft. Lamb needs it for the pipe factory.
I'll get on with my inspection.
You do that, son.
It's a lever with a big red knob just waiting to be pulled. It's a lever. it's more impressive than the ones back home. Tree world. See the world as your ancestors saw it. I don't want that. Insurance. I could take this. Flashing lights like these can be hypnotic. An elevator.
Hey, what are you doing?
I told you already. Routine inspection.
Well, keep off that elevator. I can't hear myself think.
Excuse me.
What now?
I'll get on with my inspection.
You do that, son.
Whatever that was, it's beyond repair. I'm not picking it up. A discarded coffee machine? That's no use. A discarded... It's a robot shell, right? It's got no circuit board. It's got no circuit board. Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner.
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. Now, I don't know where we are, or why we were brought here, but I intend to get some answers.
I've got a weird reading from my scanner. We're 120 meters above the ground.
We've got to find a way down, and keep out of the way of security. Forget it. Forget it. An elevator to the floor below.
I told you to stay off the elevator. That alarm is driving me spare. Where did you get that robot?
I built him. Like it?
It's crap, son. What are you doing? Get out! That's my personal property. Oh, not again! Are you trying to wind me up?
Just double checking.
God, flipping inspectors! What tools does that shell have?
None of any use, unless you're into housework. I've got an onboard buffing and polishing tool, and an extendable probe.
Can you start that transport?
Do yourself, Foster. I'm just a cleaning droid, remember?
There's no obvious reason why this droid isn't working. There doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it. Can you distract that maintenance man?
What do you suggest? A song and dance routine? A few conjuring tricks?
Now you're being silly. We have to get out of this city.
Can't we just stay here?
Don't you miss our home, the Gap?
With all that sand clogging my circuits? No, I don't.
That little shell suits you, Joey.
Get lost, Foster. It's awful. Find me a new one.
Can you start that transport?
Do yourself, Foster. I'm just a cleaning droid, remember?
About that temporary shell, Joey.
I don't want to talk about it.
What's our present location?
What does it matter? We've had it.
I'll find you a new shell, I promise.
I should hope so.
Marvelous! I get kidnapped, nearly killed in a copter crash, hunted by professional thugs, and I'm stuck with a robot in a sulk. Can you start that transport?
How do you expect me to do that? I'm just a cleaning droid, remember?
It's the, Knopfler charge reducer thingy.
In that case, all it needs is a jump start. This is embarrassing, Foster. You're not gonna watch, are you? I always suspected you of being a voyeur.
Come on, just do it.
Here goes. There. How was it for you?
I've got nothing that would fit. It must need a special card. I'm not putting my hand anywhere near there. This must be where the scrap gets melted.
Is that why you brought me here?
Don't worry, kid. They'd only take premium quality scrap. Can you open that door?
I'll give it a try.
No sudden moves, Overman. Get over to the furnace.
You're Officer Reich, I presume. You've made a mistake. I'm not Overman.
Link, we can't let him escape.
What the hell is going on? Reich seems pretty cut up about it. But he's given me 2 leads, Overman and Link. He was carrying an ID card. The card may be useful. And I'll take his dark glasses, too. We're way up in the clouds, Joey. We need to find a way to the ground. What are you doing?
I'm checking the pipes. They have to be perfect.
How do I get down to ground level?
Take the elevator. Or the big jump if you're desperate.
Has security been in here?
Yeah, they really stirred up. Think they were looking for someone. Look, I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Why not?
Supervisor's orders.
I'm transferring you, lass.
I wish you wouldn't call me that. My name is Anita.
Don't answer back, woman. Report to the testing room immediately. What are you doing here? Do you know who I am, lad?
I've no idea. I don't work here.
I'm Gilbert Lamb, the supervisor.
Mind if I look around?
I certainly do. Who are you?
Security. Looking for a fugitive.
This factory's been searched already. He's not here.
Can't be too careful.
Just don't interfere with production. What's that robot doing here?
He's my personal assistant. Say hello, Joey.
Hello, Joey.
Pity he's got no brain.
I don't understand it at all. Sure to lose my fingers if I put them in there. That's really put a wrench in the works.
Oh no! Production stopped! You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
Me? I'm no technician.
Me neither. Lamb will go crazy. Can't you do anything to help me?
I don't know anything about machinery.
Oh well, I'll pretend I didn't notice it.
I'll keep this wrench. It's really useful. There's no access to his insides. I've loosened the robot's shell. The shell is loose now. Do you want a new shell, Joey?
Do you mean that welder?
That's right. Do you like it?
I'll say. It's the mutt's nuts. Excellent.
How do you like the new shell?
It's sleek. Can't wait to use the welder.
You be careful with that thing. If I want you to use it, I'll tell you.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
And cut that out! My mistake. Thought it was the John.
It's the storeroom, for robots only. Lamb doesn't trust humans to go in there, even though there's nothing worth pinching.
I want you to check out the storeroom.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. There could be something useful in there.
Don't count on it.
Find anything useful in the stores?
No, but I found the power for the alarm system. There's a fuse box on the wall.
Joey, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
Go and disable the fuse box in the stores.
I could melt through it with my welder.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
Very. But I'm feeling reckless. And welding is fun.
Take care, Joey.
Don't move. I have to search you.
Do I have to strip off?
Definitely not. There's a limit to how far I'm going to look.
Hey, that tickles.
Open up that coat. Why are you carrying that crowbar?
It's got sentimental value. My mother gave it to me.
Is that a wrench?
I carry it for luck.
You're a walking toolbox. Blimey. Smart shades.
You can have them if you like.
Really? Oh, I could fix them with sticky tape. Is that a can of lubricant?
Yes. One squirt is just the job. I'd never be without a can of lubricant.
You are now. 'Cause that can is mine. You nicked that key, didn't you? Thank you for your cooperation. By the way, that sweater you're wearing.
Don't laugh at my sweater.
I'm not. I think it's brilliant. Will you swap it for my clipboard?
Not in a million years. It's locked up completely. I've loosened the nut. I've loosened the nut. Try pressing the button on the right.
Now you've done it, mate. I'll have to fetch old Hobbins. And you'd better stay here, in case there's an explosion.
Hi, my name's Foster. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gallagher. What's going on in this city? Something wonderful. Tell me about it, please. I can't do that. Everything will become apparent when the time is right. What are you doing? Just watching and waiting? What for? I won't know until it happens. I guess not. Are you feeling all right? Never felt better. You look depressed. Don't worry about me. You've got enough to worry about. What do you mean? Who are you? It's too early to tell. I'm newborn. Too much in flux. I don't understand. Do you always talk in riddles? I don't think I do. Maybe it's your perception that's at fault. Maybe your interpretation of what I say differs from the intent of what I mean. Maybe. Can you direct me to the ground level? You're a social transcender. Going up in this world means going down. It's all a question of status. I better not touch. It might bite. It must be empty. The poor fish will be hungry. It doesn't work. The power must be off. almost feel it growing. Hello.
Welcome to Trevor's Travel Company. Where do you want to go?
Can you get me to ground level?
Sure, on one of my luxury air coach tours.
Coach travel makes me sick.
Me too. I prefer to keep my wheels on the ground.
What kind of tours do you offer?
Well, there's a wide choice. The Grand City Tour, the Economy City Tour, and the Mystery Tour.
What's the difference between Grand and Economy?
The Economy Tour is cheaper. Exactly the same itinerary, but less prestigious.
What's the Mystery Tour?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a mystery.
How do I know it's not a rip-off?
That's the chance you have to take.
Book me on the Economy Tour.
I'll make your reservation. You can pick up the ticket in a month or two.
Can't I have the ticket now?
Sorry, there's a waiting list.
Is there anything you'd swap for a ticket?
I doubt if you've anything which interests me.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
Never heard of him.
Go on. Give me a ticket.
I told you, there's a waiting list.
It doesn't matter. Would you swap a ticket for this magazine?
You mean it? Of course I will. It's the T.E. Lawrence Collector's Issue. I've been looking for that for years.
It's sticky with some kind of gum. It's sticky with... I ought to plant these all over the gap. Nothing's happened. Hey, Lamb. Hello, Supervisor.
What are you doing down here?
Why shouldn't I be here?
I thought you were a D-Link.
You were wrong, Lamb.
Call me Gilbert.
I'd rather not, if you don't mind. Is this where you live?
Yes, this is Bellevue.
Very nice.
Living here makes my job more bearable. But how I wish I could get away sometimes. What I need is a holiday. A break from all this managerial responsibility.
Bet you're wondering who fixed the elevator.
Whoever it was, he gets my thanks.
Actually, it was me.
You don't expect me to believe that, do you? You can't pull the wool over my eyes.
I thought you'd be grateful.
Gratitude is for folk who accept charity, lad. I'd no time for sponges and scroungers.
Hey, Lamb. Never mind. Hey, Lamb. Never mind. Hey, Lamb. Would you like this ticket?
What's it for, lad?
A tour. Wouldn't you like a holiday?
You're right. I really deserve a break. You know, I'm so touched. I'm going to give you something in return.
I was kind of hoping you might.
Something you'll look back on for the rest of your life.
Yeah?
Aye, lad. A tour of my factory.
Oh, great.
Meet me there. You're in for a treat.
can't open the door with my hands. Hey, Lamb. Do you know a guy called Overman?
Doberman? No, I don't.
What do you do for entertainment around here?
If I'm looking for entertainment, I go home and watch a video.
How do I get down to ground level?
Use the elevator.
Is your coat made of real fur?
That's right, real beaver fur. Made from the last 10 beavers in the world. Do you like it?
It's totally cool.
And expensive.
When do I get the tour you promised me?
Well, there's no time like the present. We'll start right now. Now, take a look at this machine. This machine measures the internal bore of the pipes. Accurate to 20 decimal places, whatever that means. Impressive, isn't it? All those numbers. I'm sure they mean something. Follow me. I'll show you the next section. This machine is supposed to drive the conveyor, but it's not bloody working. Heads will roll for this. Foreman Potts, why has this machine stopped?
Stopped? I've been so busy I didn't notice.
Can't I trust you with anything? Look after my desk, Potts. I'll have to leave you to show yourself around.
What are you doing now?
Checking for cracks with X-rays. You shouldn't be here without a protective suit.
You're not wearing one.
Lamb told me I didn't qualify, as I'm a D-Link and a woman.
What's so special about these pipes?
I'm not sure, but the dimensions of the bore must conform to precise specifications.
All that effort for a bit of plumbing?
It's suspicious, isn't it?
Perhaps they're part of a giant weapon.
Oh, come on, that's a bit far-fetched.
What are you doing after work?
What did you have in mind?
Well, an evening at the theater, a walk by the lake in the moonlight, and to finish, a candlelit supper.
Sounds great, but first I'll have to get decontaminated.
Another time, perhaps. What's your opinion of Lamb?
I'm a D-Link, I'm not entitled to an opinion. But to be honest, I think he's a turd.
What's a D-Link?
D-Link is the lowest social category. When your link status is 0, you forfeit all rights and your freedom to move about the city. How come you didn't know that?
I'm an outsider, from the Gap.
So it's you security are after. You won't get far without an ID card.
Ah, I managed to find one.
I bet it won't get you to ground level, though. You'll need a link status of 8 or more.
I have to get to ground level.
Look, I really sympathise with you. I could give you my jammer.
What's a jammer?
Bypass software. Highly illegal. It gets you past the retina scan to security files.
That's a start. Can you let me have the jammer?
Give me your ID card.
Here's my card.
Thanks. This won't take long.
What are you doing?
Downloading the jammer to your card. There, it's done.
Don't worry. I'll fix everything.
You're taking a huge risk.
No problem. I'll get us both back on Link's files. How come you were made a D-Link?
I was caught hacking into Link.
Why did you do that?
There are areas in Link space used by security. I was trying to discover what they're up to.
What do you mean by Link space?
The word inside the computer's memory. The abstract projection of linked circuits and databanks.
Will the jammer get me into Link space?
No, the only access is through the special interface. There's just one little problem. You'll need to get a Schreiberman port.
How do I get a Schreiberman port?
Well, you'll have to undergo surgery.
I need that like I need a hole in the head.
The Schreiberman port is a hole in the head.
Does Link have any internal security?
There'll be foils, naturally.
What are they?
Intrusion foil programs.
Are they dangerous?
Well, standard IFPs are simply deterrents. But some high-level foils can be lethal.
What do you know about the Council?
It was one of the Council who came up with the plan to bond his mind with Link. And ever since then, things have been getting weird.
See you later. I feel an overwhelming urge to open these lockers.
I've got a discrepancy of point there.
Nothing interesting in this locker. Come on, Joey. Hi, who are you? Can't you tell? I'm Mr. Cool. And you're encroaching on my personal space. Where can I get a Schriebman port? What's that? An interface which allows humans to talk to computers. Like a mouse, you mean? No, it's a surgically implanted slot. Say, I've heard of those things. They give them to perverts, don't they? Are you a pervert? Certainly not. You sure look like one.
Welcome to Burke's Biosurgery. How may I help you?
What services do you provide?
A complete range of fash ops. From personal piercing to cosmetic transplants.
Do people have ops to be fashionable?
Certainly. Can you think of a better reason?
What about medical purposes?
Our clients are rich enough not to need medical treatment.
Would you let me in for a fashion op?
Do you have an appointment?
No, I don't.
Too bad. You should have booked.
It's a holographic projector. I want a Schriebman port.
Your name, please?
Robert Foster.
There's little chance of seeing the doctor.
Why not?
I have instructions not to disturb him. Unless you wish to pay cash, of course.
Try talking to that hologram, Joey.
What for?
I need to see the doctor, and she won't let me in.
What shall I say to her?
Try to persuade her to open the door.
Why don't you forget about the operation?
I can't. I need that port.
My human friend needs to see the doctor.
That's not possible at present.
That's a shame. I was looking forward to being alone with you.
Forget it. I've heard about you welders.
Try chatting up the hologram again.
Didn't you see what happened? She ignored me.
You were probably being too familiar with her. Try to be more businesslike.
What do you want me to say?
Use your natural charm on her.
I've got an idea. I'll try the subtle approach. Hey, you! Open that door!
I take my orders from Dr. Burke.
I take mine from Oberman.
Oh, why didn't you say so before?
Good grief. Excuse me.
Don't make me jump like that!
Sorry, didn't realize you were busy.
Just practicing. I like to keep my hand in. What can I do for you?
I need a Schriebman port.
Really? Do you have sufficient credit?
All I've got are the clothes I'm wearing.
In that case, you require the Easy Pay scheme.
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Kidney, lung, or testicles.
What?
Which organ do you wish to sell?
I'm not selling anything.
No parts, no port. Send in the next customer.
Excuse me. Maybe I wouldn't miss a kidney.
I'll have to run some tests. Stand behind the scanner, please. Turn around, please. I can't use either of them.
Why not?
They're too good to sell at second hand. I'd have to overprice myself to be profitable.
You make money by trading people's organs?
What else would I do with them?
Open a restaurant? Excuse me. I suppose I could spare a lung.
Let's have a look at them first.
On the scanner?
Yes, please. Hold still, please. Has someone been experimenting on you?
Why do you ask that?
I've never seen a body quite like yours before. I'm afraid I can't use them.
Is there something wrong? Tell me, Doc, I can take it.
You're simply too healthy. Most bodies would reject your organs.
Excuse me. I guess I've no choice, Doc. I'll have to sell you my...
It's not as bad as you think. When I said I'd take your testes, I meant after your death.
That's a great consolation.
All I require from you now is your consent. Take a seat, please.
Do you use local anesthetic?
Oh no, it doesn't hurt. Any more than having your ears pierced.
In that case, I need a general anesthetic.
You now have a Schriebman port. You may experience headaches, but don't worry, it's quite normal.
Surely that's supposed to be for his patients. Hello.
Hi. You look like a man who needs insurance, yeah? Can I interest you in this? A rogue robot policy.
I've never heard of that before.
It's a safeguard against the possibility of your robot turning on you.
I suppose it's possible.
Better safe than sorry, yeah?
This is bullshit, Foster. Don't listen to that moron.
Nasty temper that robot's got, yeah?
Tell me more about the policy.
All you have to do is sign a form. We'll do a probability estimate and give you the results next month.
How come it takes so long?
We have to strip the robot down and analyze each component.
I do not want him handling my parts, Foster.
Now I'm definitely not interested.
Tell you what, take time to consider it, yeah?
Do you have a client called Overman?
I'll check the computer files. Do you know the first name?
No.
Do you know the address?
No.
Do you know what sex this person is?
Well, presumably he's male.
At last, we're getting somewhere. Now, what is his link status?
I haven't a clue.
Never mind. I'll try a search anyway. Name, Overman. Address, unknown. Sex, male, possibly. No, there's no Overman on my records.
Can you help me get to ground level?
Ah, what you need is travel insurance, yeah?
Just to use an elevator?
Hey man, those things are death traps, yeah? Our policy gives you cover for all elevator-related situations.
I'm not interested. Do you have a client called Reich?
Can't you get the information from Link?
I need to know what policies he has.
Reich, huh? What's his first name?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Thought you said he was your friend. I've got hundreds of Reichs on my files.
Why did you choose a career in insurance?
With a name like mine, it was my destiny. I'm Billy Anchor, yeah?
Bet that caused problems at school.
It certainly did. No joke being first on the register, yeah?
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Use your welder on that statue, Joey.
What for?
That anchor could be useful.
I'm always ready for a spot of welding.
Hey, get your robot away from my statue.
Never mind. Can you interface with that computer, Joey?
I could if I wanted to.
I'm asking you to do it.
Correction, you're ordering me to do it.
Don't be pedantic. Just do it.
What am I searching for?
Anything on Overman for a start.
This directory is a hopeless mess. I'm going to reorganize his hard drive. That's better. There's nothing on Overman, though.
Never mind. Excuse me. Your receptionist certainly is strange.
That's my wife you're talking about.
You're married to a hologram?
She wasn't a hologram when we wed. She died last year, but I decided to keep her.
Doesn't the fact that she's dead distress you?
No. She's a lot less trouble than when she was alive.
Can you get me to ground level, Doc?
I have my reputation to consider. If you're determined, you might ask my friend Willie. Just tell him I sent you. He has a rather special policy.
I've had a bad knock on the head.
Any after effects?
Yeah, pain.
Impairment of vision?
I keep seeing flying saucers.
Any dizziness?
Yeah, I can hardly stand.
You know, I get exactly the same myself. I wish I knew what causes it.
Thanks again for the port, Doc.
It's a pleasure to do business with you.
Never mind. I want one of your special policies.
Who sent you?
Dr. Burt.
The ghoul, huh? He's cool. So, how can I help you?
Can you get me out of the city?
It's dangerous. Are you sure you've got the balls?
That's a delicate subject.
Wait here. I have to make a call.
Quick! Get that anchor while he's away. And hurry before the jerk gets back. Any luck with your contact?
Security have put a hold on comms. Seems there's a saboteur on the loose.
Could you try your contact again?
I suppose so. Wait here.
What do you know about art, Joey?
Do you include welding under that topic?
Well, I suppose so. If it's creative welding.
I could make a few improvements to that sculpture.
Did you find your contact?
I got through to his office, but he's out, on a case.
Never mind. can't open the door with my hands. It must be empty. The poor fish will be hungry. How can I get out of the city?
Have you thought about defecation?
Don't you mean defection?
What? Isn't that what I said?
I asked you about leaving the city, not bodily processes.
You're not making sense. And anyway, you can't leave the city. There's a restriction on travel.
That sure is a smart coat.
Yeah, cool, ain't it? It makes yours look like really shabby.
Where I come from, it's the height of fashion.
Oh, where would that be?
The wild open spaces, where people know the true meaning of freedom.
I'd sooner die than dress like that.
There are more important things than fashion.
Only one I know of, and that's poise. And you've got the poise of a wildebeest.
Come on, Joey. I can't reach the cable. Nothing happens. I can't reach the cable. Fancy doing some welding, Joey?
You bet. I want some action. Who's the victim?
You can't go using your welder on people.
Oh yeah? Who says?
Asimov's laws of robotics.
That's fiction, Foster. It's just something some guy made up.
It's sound moral sense. Anyway, what I had in mind was that cable.
This sounds like a job for Captain Welder.
The notice is firmly attached to the elevator. Come on, Joey. This could be the most stupid thing I've ever done. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. insert my card. So my real name is Robert Overman. But why does Link want me? And what's happened to my father? There's no way of operating it.
Seen anything of Obbins?
What do you want him for?
To mend the pipe in the power plant.
Can't you fix it yourself?
I wouldn't dare.
Well, I haven't seen Obbins all day. He's probably busy. Yes? I'd like a few answers. Yes? How do I get down to ground level? Who is Overman? Who is Reich, and why was he killed? You can get information from the Link terminal. Just who are you, anyway? I'm here to inspect the building. Yes? That's right, routine inspection. Yes? Heard anything about an inspection, Sam? What kind of an inspection, Norville? A routine inspection. Routine, oh? Phew, that's unusual. It's not convenient right now. Quit pestering me when I'm busy.
Come on, Joey. Oh no! Joey must have forgotten he'd changed shells. I hope his board isn't broken. It's too heavy to carry. What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
I'm not guarding it exactly. I'm just standing there.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh yes, that's Mrs. Piermont, the richest woman in Union City, and the ugliest.
What's the best way out of the city?
There isn't a way out.
Then the inhabitants are no better than prisoners.
That's the price of progress.
Never mind. Excuse me.
Hello, darling. I don't believe we've met.
No, I'm a stranger here.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
How do I get out of the city?
Now, why would you want to do that? There's nothing in the gap but sand and savages.
But that's where I live.
Oh, how ghastly for you, my dear.
What's the mutt's name?
Well, really? He's not a mutt. His name is Spunky.
He looks like he's got fleas.
He has millions of them. But he's allergic to the flea powder.
Why don't you give him a good bath?
Oh, I've tried, but he can't bear to get wet.
Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes, I do. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
He was my father.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived. And I've read a document which proves it.
Incredible! Your mother was a great friend to me. If there's any way I can help you, just ask.
Never mind. A pallet of bricks suspended from a pulley. That's too big and heavy to carry. Excuse me. Hold it. Your membership card, please. I don't have one. This is a private club. Oh, I didn't know that. You do now. Piss off. How do I join the club? You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's a most exclusive establishment. Frequented only by those with the proper credentials. You mean people with money? No, people with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway. What goes on in the club? If I was to tell you that this club provides recreational facilities par excellence for a clientele with elegance and taste, I'd be lying through my teeth. You just said it was exclusive. Oh, it is exclusive but seedy. The reason people come here is the cheap booze and the fact that it's off limits to security. Smart shoes. Oh, thanks. You can tell a lot from a man's shoes. The design tells you what kind of man he is. The way he cares for them tells you where he's going. And what he's trodden in tells you where he's been. Do you know anyone who'd sponsor me? What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here, years ago. If you chatted her up, she might sponsor you. See you later. Nothing I could use that statue for. Nothing I could use that statue for. The notice is glued to the door. The notice is glued. Court closed. See link for news of forthcoming attractions. Doors are unremarkable, but this one has a certain je ne sais pas. Shut tight. It's a little man carrying a log. The big guy's sacks are spilling their contents. Hello, who are you?
My name's Vincent, what's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Would you like me to repair your tutor?
Oh, I can do that myself. But then I'd have to go back to my studies.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I've played better.
What other games have you got?
Not many, 'cause they're too expensive. They're smuggled into the city from Hobart. I've got Nobby, the platform game, Onan the Barbarian, and Revenge of the Deadly Dandelions.
I suppose they keep you out of mischief. Do you know a man called Overman?
No, Rob. Why do you want to know?
He's my dad.
Aren't you a little old to have a dad?
Last time I saw him, I was a little boy. I was taken away to the Gap.
The Gap? Oh, wow! I'd like to escape to the Gap. I'm tired of being told what to do.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
That's Mrs. Peermont, and she's a pig.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, she tried to confiscate my console. She gave me a lecture and tried to force me to join the Junior Security Corps.
Can you sponsor me for the club?
Look, I'm just a kid, right? Do you really think they'd make me a member? I don't think so.
Have you been watching old movies? Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me. Would you sponsor me for the club?
If you're really Robert Overman, I'll sponsor you. But I don't want to visit the club. I'll call the manager from my apartment. Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
Excuse me. Smart floral display. Are they real? What do you think? They look kind of shiny.
Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
Naturally. I've just varnished them.
Do you paint the flowers too?
This is Union City, not Wonderland. You obviously know nothing about plants.
Won't the varnish harm the plants?
Au contraire, Clever Dick. It filters out the crap in the atmosphere.
What are you doing to that plant?
I'm modelling a living sculpture. It's called topiary, and it's an art form.
What are those blue flowers called?
They're dandelions. Don't touch them!
They're pretty. But why can't I touch them?
Because if you do, you'll wet your bed.
I haven't done that for months. See you later. The leaves are shiny and waxy. Maybe I could force it open with psychic energy. Or not.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob. Welcome to my humble little home, Robert. You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have. You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you? Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream, but he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born.
From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either, because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert. Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers. Is my father still alive?
I've not seen him since my husband's funeral. What a magnificent occasion. I wish I could have stayed until the end.
You walked out of your husband's funeral?
I had no choice. Poor Spunky hates cathedrals. All that incense and droning makes him bilious. No sooner had I got him outside when up came his breakfast.
It's a good thing he didn't chuck in church.
Don't interrupt, darling. Well, when I got back, they were all gone. Congregation, choir, coffin and all.
Why didn't you want to visit the club?
The memories are too painful.
Did you go there with the professor?
Yes, we met in a club. Oh, he was a handsome young graduate. And I was a flower in my first bloom. He plucked me from the garden of innocence.
I see what you mean. The memories are painful. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment. Is that Mr. Colston? Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend I wish to sponsor.
It's full of biscuits and dog drool. That dog doesn't want to share his biscuits. None of the buttons do what you'd expect them to. Nothing I could use that statue for. It's locked. Hey, Lamb. Thanks for the tour.
You're welcome. I hope you've learned something about pipes.
Oh yes, it was most instructive. From now on, whenever I smell raw sewage, I'll think of you, Gilbert.
Let me give you a tip, lad. If you want to get anywhere in this city, you have to bend the rules.
In what way?
If you don't want to get entangled in red tape, you need insurance, a special policy. See my friend Anchor. He'll help you out.
Hey, Lamb. Do you have a problem?
Aye, lad. I was hoping to see you. My card isn't working and I can't use the elevator.
Perhaps you've been made a D-Link.
Don't be so bloody impertinent, lad. What will poor little Couscous do?
Who's Couscous?
My pussy. She has to be fed. What would I do if she died?
Make a hat to match your coat?
I don't think that's very funny, lad. Besides, cat and beaver fur wouldn't match.
I could feed her for you, if I could get into your apartment.
You go down to Bellevue, and I'll authorize it so you can. By the way, Couscous likes to be pampered. Like all women, eh, lad?
Apart from D-Links, you mean? You need therapy, Lamb. Hey, Lamb. See you later. I better not stroke it. It might scratch me. They're fake, just empty cardboard boxes. Robots I can program, but not video machines. The feeding tray is already full. The cushion is covered in grease and cat fur.
Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob.
If I pick up the bowl, the contents will slop all over my hands.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly!
Just for a second, you scared me, but you're only dummies. They must have switches to activate them somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though. They're not human. Someone's been making androids. The wheels are locked in place. Wouldn't you know it, it's locked. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine. His skin is cold, like plastic. This place is spooky. His skin is cold, like plastic. Oh, no. She appears to have been exposed to radiation. She appears to have... Her skin is burnt and blistered. His skin is cold, like plastic. I don't think a severed head would be any use. Her skin is burnt and blistered. She appears to have been a ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or I'll get sucked off. Hey, Lamb. What do you know about Anita's death?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The girl you sent to the reactor. She's been killed, Lamb.
Look, I don't know aught about murder. You might think I was hard on the lass, but I had nothing to do with her death.
Hey, Lamb. When did you last see Anita?
When I sent her to the testing room.
Why wasn't she given a rad suit?
I don't know, it's not my fault.
You deserve to lose your status. Now it's your turn to be a D-Link. Hey, Lamb. See you later. It's firmly anchored to the ground. Can't imagine how it works. It's the entrance to the reactor. It obviously doesn't open manually. If it wasn't for the heat shield, I'd be frazzled. If it wasn't for... Nothing interesting in this locker. Hey, Lamb. See you later. Couldn't open that, even with a crowbar.
That's you, Rob. Listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how you'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in.
Shut tight. Excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Overman. How did you know my name? You're a member now, sir? It's my business to know all our members. Can I go in now? Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment. How come? It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet. Do you know anything about a subway? I've dreamed about them. Really? First of all, I'm swimming around like... Then I get sucked up this long tunnel. It's all wet and warm, you know? I was talking about a real subway.
What would you do if you found a body?
Go through its pockets.
No, seriously. A girl I know has been murdered.
It's a sign of the times. There's nothing as cheap as human life. With the exception of this club. How do you know it was murder?
I only met her a few hours ago, and she was fine then.
My advice is to keep quiet. You can't help her now, so look after yourself. Or you might wake up dead one morning.
Never mind. Excuse me. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Pleased to meet you. Is there a subway around here?
Oh, there used to be. The club was named after the station.
Where is the subway station?
You're standing in it. See the area in front of the stage? The track ran right through there.
Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No chance.
Why not?
House rules.
Excuse me. What are the band called?
The Hot Club Quartet.
But there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, the saxophonist OD'd last month.
Never mind. Excuse me. Did the saxophonist OD on drugs?
No. Too much sax. He got overexcited and ruptured his lungs.
Do the rules prohibit me from drinking?
No, you can drink all you want. But I can't serve you.
You are the bartender, right?
Well, I'm not the cabaret.
How come you can get a drink and I can't?
I told you. It's the house rules. Colston would fire me if I gave you a drink.
I demand to see the manager.
Please yourself.
Are you gonna fetch him?
I can't leave the bar.
Is the manager here?
He's around. That's him talking to Gallagher.
Thanks for the information. I'm gonna complain about you.
Please yourself.
Never mind. Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Hi. Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
I don't like the music.
Neither do I. They should have retired years ago. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Is there a subway around here?
What?
I'm looking for the subway.
What are you, a train spotter? Hear that, Gallagher? This guy's a train spotter.
There's no law against that.
Only because there aren't any trains.
Look, guys, I'm not a train spotter.
Who asked you?
Is there a John in this place?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, I might need to use it. Surely the club's got to have one by law.
Have you seen the John Gallagher?
I don't need one. I don't drink like you do.
No, I've noticed that.
There are greasy fingerprints on the glass.
Hey, get your hands off my drink, Buster.
There's a thumb-sized indentation in the plate. It doesn't react to my thumbprint. The select button, pressing the buttons. How do I get out of this city?
Can you see I'm busy?
I'll take your turn for you.
And lose the game for me?
You're gonna lose anyhow.
Don't be so sure, Gallagher. I've got something up my sleeve.
I knew you were cheating.
Well, so are you.
Oh, nothing.
Never mind.
Excuse me. Where does the locked door lead to?
Oh, that's the wine cellar.
Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Excuse me. Where does the locked door lead to?
To the wine cellar. Carlson's the only one who can open it. It's programmed to read his fingerprints.
Never mind. Excuse me. Never mind. Court closed. See link for news of forthcoming attractions. Shut tight. Won't open. That's probably... Won't open. The door has an old-fashioned lock on it. It's an old-fashioned cylinder lock. I need a key to open that. It's an old trick, but it still works. The mechanism has rusted solid. The map is painted on a big sheet of metal. Not the sort of map you'd fold and put in your pocket. It's a map of the... which means I'm getting close to Link. The mechanism has rusted. Central, High Green. They must be the names of the old subway stations. Central, High Green, Museum, and St. James. They must be the names of the old subway stations. Why did I waste my time doing that? Being in this city must be cracking me up. The stairway has been bricked up. I have to use my card on the terminal. Excuse me. See you later. Excuse me. These shears are just what you need.
Eh? They look like rusty old scissors to me. I don't want those old things.
Tell me about your dandelion game.
Ah, it's brilliant. You get chased by these giant yellow weeds.
You mean dandelions are yellow? The gardener told me they were blue.
He's mad. He's not a real gardener.
How'd you know the gardener is a fake?
He's got green fingers.
That's the sign of a naturally talented gardener.
I saw him dipping them in the paint. Anyway, the plants are made of plastic.
You're a real help, Vincent.
No problem, Rob.
Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me. You told me dandelions were blue.
Did I? Well, what of it?
This boy assures me they're yellow.
Ugh, smart-assed little brat. All right, you got me sussed. I haven't had any formal training, but I've always dreamed of being a gardener. I love them, every little shrub and succulent. Those dainty blossoms waving their little stamens in the breeze.
All right, I get the point.
You won't report me, will you?
Why should I do that? Excuse me. Do you know a girl called Anita?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Why do you want to know?
She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral.
Can't see why you're telling me.
Excuse me. What's your name?
It's Eduardo. Why?
You're Anita's contact, right?
How come you know so much?
She left a message on her card.
Listen, do you know what's happened to Link?
I'm totally confused.
Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the council, but it has gradually taken control. How and why? We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system.
Will you give me the virus?
I can't. It's been downloaded to Link space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shriba report.
So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus.
No chance. It's bound to be guarded.
I can try at least. Excuse me. See you later.
Silence in court. Security Services, Department of Justice, Inc. Judge Chutney presiding. Court is now in session.
Silence! I recognize that villain. An habitual criminal if ever I saw one.
That's Mr. Greaves, my lord. The counsel for the prosecution.
Silence when you speak to me. Now, who is the first contestant?
Defendant, my lord. The case of Union Security Services versus Howard Hobbins.
Howard Hobbins, come on up. Nice to see you, Howard. You're not nervous, are you?
Not really.
The defendant is accused of gross contempt and assault of a security officer.
Intolerable. What have you got to say for yourself, eh?
I've been framed, Your Honour. May I elucidate, my lord?
Go on then, but hurry up about it.
Officer Blunt was investigating a complaint made against Hobbins. After questioning the defendant, he was the victim of an assault.
Bah! Monstrous! Off with his head!
Just a flipping minute. Who's defending me?
self-defense? Is he entitled to any?
I'm afraid so, my lord.
Upon my soul, whatever next? Who would be silly enough to defend this wretch? Very well, let's get on with round one. Fingers on the buzzers, everyone.
I wish to call Officer Blunt.
Call Officer Blunt!
Please tell the court what happened. I was assaulted. And is the culprit present in the court? That's him in the overalls. I rest my case, my lord.
Good. Where's my black cap?
We haven't heard the defence, my lord.
Is it really necessary? Oh, go on. Just don't take all day.
Now then, Officer Blunt. What was the nature of your injuries?
I got very wet.
But you didn't suffer any physical harm.
I could have caught a nasty cold.
Tell the court how you got wet.
While patrolling on Bellevue, I was saturated by a sudden shower.
Did you ascertain its source?
Oh, yeah. I heard laughter from the walkway above.
So, you saw the accused pour the liquid?
I couldn't see anything. My eyes were full of water. But I'd recognize his laugh anywhere.
Just how well do you know Hobbins?
I've never met him before.
And yet you say you recognized his laughter.
I don't know.
Who lodged the complaint against Hobbins?
Objection, my lord. Defense is contriving to lead the witness.
It was a simple question. I wish to establish the seriousness of the complaint made against my client.
I shall permit the witness to answer. However, I'm awarding Mr. Greaves 5 points for a well-timed interruption.
So who did lodge the complaint?
It was Daniel Piermont.
What was Mrs. Piermont's grievance?
Cruelty to her pet dog. I interviewed Hobbins on 4 occasions. But he still hasn't confessed.
Four interrogations suggests harassment.
Objection, my lord. Officer Blunt is not the subject of this trial.
Quite correct. Objection sustained. 10 points to the prosecution.
No further questions, Your Honor. I'd like to question the defendant. Did you assault Officer Blunt?
Objection, my lord.
Why, man, what's wrong?
Repetition, my lord?
Objection overruled.
Are you guilty of assault, Howard?
Not me. I was fixing one of the cooling pipes, and it burst.
So Blunt's soaking was an accident?
Not exactly.
Why did the pipe burst?
Some joker had cut a power cable and overloaded the steam release in the power station. That's what damaged the cooling pipe.
Oh, I see. Did you laugh at Blunt's predicament?
Laugh? I'd nearly wet me pants.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Greaves, you may start the bonus round.
The facts speak for themselves, my lord. Hobbins is a cruel and callous man, with no respect for law and order. I recommend the maximum possible sentence.
Any comments from the defense?
I don't believe this is happening. This is total madness. You've all been warped in some way. And I think Link is the cause.
Silence! I've heard quite enough of this nonsense. So it's time for me to make my judgment. Howard Hobbins, you've won tonight's star prize. Life imprisonment. However, in view of your service to the city, I'm going to reduce your sentence. 2 hours community service. Court dismissed.
Shut tight. The green select button is lit.
Hey, music lover. If you're looking for the best in sounds, I got 'em. The music of the spheres right here on Earth. So come on, get your fingers on my buttons. Let's make beautiful music together.
How offensive. Why they put voices in these machines is beyond me.
I'm all warmed up for you, baby.
Shut up and let me check the selections. Oh, Lord, it's mostly country and western.
Nobody's perfect.
Ah, there are 3 tunes by the resident band.
So, what's your choice, big boy?
You search but find nothing. I need to inspect your wine cellar.
Forget it, mister. Nobody gets in there but me.
Are we playing cards or what?
All right. This guy distracted me.
Excuse me. Thanks again for the...
It's a pleasure to do...
Excuse me. Can you match my fingerprints to those on this glass?
Oh, yes. My machine will do that automatically.
It's not against the law, is it?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Don't security use them to check people's identities?
If they do, it's the first time I've heard of it. The usual procedure for identification of suspects is a retina scan at the post-mortem. Now, about these prints you requested. Open the panel on my machine and insert the glass. Then place your hands in the otodermatome.
Will this hurt, Doc?
Oh, yes. Quite considerably.
Excuse me. Thanks again for the port, Doc.
It's a pleasure to do business.
That's too big and heavy to carry. The box isn't strong enough to support me. The box isn't strong enough to support me. I can't reach it from here. That's too big and... That's too big. The box... I'd never shift that in 1,000 years. I can't reach. The grill is too firmly attached to pull from the wall. The grill is too firmly attached to pull from the wall. The grill. The subway. It's like a warren built by giant rabbits. I'm never going to be able to shift all that. There's something in there. Something horrible. I'm never going to be able to shift all that. No way am I going in there. I'm not climbing up there just to get souvenirs. I'm not climbing up there just... Uh-oh, the tunnel roof doesn't look too stable. I can't quite reach it. It's warm and throbbing with a tough skin. The skin's too thick to puncture. I've exposed the bricks beneath the plaster. I can't... I can't... None of the other bricks are loose. The skin's too thick to puncture. It's penetrated the outer skin. It's penetrated the outer skin. I can't... Ugh! I made a hole right through the vein! Pulling the handle has loosened the grill. There aren't any external switches. I can't get my hand in there. How do you feel, Joe?
I'm completely operational, and all my circuits are functioning perfectly.
That's a relief. Is there any immediate danger?
If your presence here is detected, termination is more than likely.
Are there any other humans in this area?
Negative.
What about the guy in the tank room?
Negative. The technician is an android. I advise you to avoid contact with it.
Are you really the Joey I grew up with? You don't sound like him.
That is unavoidable. My shell has a limited syntactic processor.
Oh well. At least you're not so argumentative.
Please be more specific.
I want a detailed report on everything. Especially that android.
The android could be dangerous.
Exactly. I don't want to risk my neck. Give me a report on the tank room.
The growth tanks contain developing androids. Nourishment is supplied from a tank. The temperature is maintained by convection from an underground source.
Tell me about the growth tanks.
Access to the growth tanks is not possible. Access to the computer is denied. The tank contains chemicals on which the androids feed.
So, without it, they'd die?
Affirmative.
Is there a way of draining the tank?
Manual evacuation is achieved by opening a tap.
Open the tap to the nutrient tank. That will distract the android technician. I've got a hunch I'll need to open that. They don't appear to do anything.
Hello! I was not expecting a visitor. A puddle? The tank must be leaking.
Humans 1, androids 0. There aren't any manual controls. The casing is thin, but very hard. The casing is... No manual control. You've saved me the bother of coming to find you. I should have guessed you were part of all this. Why do you think Reich had to die when he tried to kill you? Or that meddling girl who tried to help you escape? Link needs you alive, Overman. That's why it planned this family reunion.
Get out while you can, Rob.
Stop! Tell me what you want from me! You won't be needing this robot where you're going. Aha! Another ID card from my collection. There's no point in searching the end. Poor Joey didn't last long in that shell. I'll take his board as a memento. Pressing the keys has no effect. Ha! The virus has caused the program to crash. Pressing the keys. Whoa! The liquid in the tank has burned my hand! instant frostbite if I put my hand in there. Hey, wake up, rubber features! How do you feel, Joey?
I'm not entirely sure, sir. I feel soft and curiously vulnerable.
That's because you're practically human.
And this feeling of insecurity is natural?
Oh yeah, you'll get used to it.
By the way, sir, take my advice. Don't wake the other androids.
Why not?
If they've been programmed, they'll terminate you.
I think you need a new name, Joey.
I concur with your observation, Mr. Foster. What do you consider an appropriate sobriquet?
I'm gonna call you Ken.
That's wonderful news, sir. Tell me, are there any memorable Kens in history? A Ken whom I might seek to emulate?
All the Kens I can think of were dorks.
Splendid! It will be my mission in life to make the name Ken synonymous with dorks.
How do you like your new body?
It's wonderful, sir. There's just one thing.
What's that?
When will I be getting the accessories?
I don't know what you mean.
Ears, body hair, those little decorative parts?
You're better off without them, believe me. Thanks for saving me from the android.
My actions were the only logical course. What I cannot comprehend is how an android could behave in such an irrational manner. Why, it was almost as if he was human.
What did he mean by a family reunion?
Since your mother was killed, that leaves only
my father.
You never speak of him, do you?
That's because I can't remember him.
Can't or won't, sir?
Are we close to Link's core?
Almost certainly, sir. I can sense its presence in a strange and mysterious way.
Like the old man, the pictures in the campfire. He saw it too, the evil beneath the city. And then he died with the rest of the tribe.
This isn't the time for remorse, sir. You must destroy the evil and avenge their deaths.
Never mind. That tickles. Place your hand on that lock sensor.
With pleasure, sir.
Hey, Rubberman! What's wrong with you?
I appear to have a problem, sir. My hand has melted onto the door.
I don't like to leave you here.
I'll be free in no time, sir. Have you got an axe?
No, I haven't. Why?
You could have used it to sever my hand.
That's unthinkable. Still stuck?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's frustrating, to say the least.
Never mind. Hey, Rubberman! I've got this lump of plaster.
Totally useless, sir.
Hey, Rubberman! Got it. I can pry you free with this crowbar.
Smart thinking, sir. Unfortunately, the use of leverage is inapplicable.
Hey, Rubberman! It's a grisly thought. But maybe I can snip your fingers with these shears.
I had already thought of that, sir. Unfortunately, it couldn't be done. My skin is far tougher than yours.
Hey, Rubberman!
It's a block of clay and sand, hardened by baking, sir. Totally useless, sir.
They're like the ones used by surgeons. The tissue is frozen now. Hey, Rubber Man! Would this cable be any use to you?
This is hardly the time for bondage, sir.
Hey, Rubber Man! Never mind. Hey, Rubber Man! Would these tongs help to free you?
Not a chance, sir.
Hey, Rubber Man! I can't imagine this card would be any use.
Neither can I, sir. What we need is a chainsaw. It's times like this, I wish I were better equipped.
There aren't any controls on the spout. That's the last place I want to end up. Rats! I can't climb to the cable from here. The nut... If I jumped to the cable, I'd be stuck there. They serve as a Yes, I've poisoned the sludge. This could be the second most stupid thing I've ever done. Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect you from the machine?
Listen to me. Link needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood.
It sent Reich and his goons to bring you here. Link killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if Link wanted me alive, why did it wreck the helicopter?
That was my doing, Robert. I managed to wrest control from Link for a few seconds, long enough to cause the crash. I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in time.
I thought you might need a hand, sir. I've got a bad feeling about this, sir.
What happened, Father?
Link has rejected me, and without it, I'll die.
Help me, quickly!
What do you want me to do, sir?
Sit in that chair.
Are you going to plug me into Link, sir? I hope you know what you're doing. Something is happening, I think. Yes, I'm gaining control. I found my destiny, Mr. Foster.
Can you ever forgive me, Robert?
For letting your machine kill my mother?
Please, try to understand. It was the greatest experiment ever devised. Tapping the unexplored depths of the human brain. The potential of the subconscious mind.
You fused with this machine deliberately?
It was a well-considered plan, my boy.
Well-considered? It was nothing but megalomania.
I had a dream. The fusion process was an apparent success, but the computer shared access to my human failings. It learned of greed, of vanity. It reveled in the power it wielded. I was almost powerless in the hands of this monster.
Which is the monster, Father? The computer or you?
Robert. Oh, Robert! You were my only reason for wanting to live.
Father? Father! Too late. It's over now.
About the vacancy in the sewage grading plant, Howard. Perhaps we should assign the position to Gilbert Lamb.
Hello, Mr. Hobbins.
Hello, son. What do you want?
I've come to say goodbye.
You still plan to go back to the Gap?
Yeah, I've had it with city life. I'm certainly gonna miss you both. Why don't you come too?
We got enough to do. Getting Union City back to normal.
I reckon you'll make a great team.
Will you come back to visit us, sir?
I'm not sure about that, Ken. But I'll be thinking of you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Hobbins. Here's your wrench.
Thanks, son. I'll need that if Ken gives me any trouble.
Goodbye, friends. And thanks.
Be vigilant.